Imagine a world where the Christian faith is united under one church, stretching from the bustling streets of Rome to the imperial courts of Constantinople. But beneath the surface, tension is brewing. A clash of ideologies, traditions, and authority is about to tear the church in two. This is the story of the Great Schism of 1054, a monumental event that forever altered the course of Christian history. What caused such a drastic divide? And how did it reshape the world as we know it? The following images in this video have been altered and generated using AI technology. They are not exact replicas of historical events or people, but are used to provide a visual representation of what the events may have looked like. These images are intended solely for illustrative purposes, to help bring the story to life. To understand the Great Schism, we have to go back centuries before 1054. By the 4th century, the Roman Empire was split into the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Byzantine Empire, with Rome and Constantinople as their respective capitals. This division of political power naturally led to divisions in the Christian church as well. Differences in language, culture, and theology started to create rifts between the Eastern and Western churches. The Western Church, centered in Rome, used Latin, while the Eastern Church, based in Constantinople, used Greek. These linguistic differences contributed to misunderstandings in theological debate and created cultural divides. Beyond language, the two churches also differed in their theological views. The Eastern Church emphasized a more mystical approach to worship, while the Western Church was more legalistic and structured. Over time, these differences would prove to be the seeds of conflict. One of the central issues that led to the Great Schism was the question of authority. The Western Church believed in the supremacy of the Pope, the Bishop of Rome, as the leader of all Christians. However, the Eastern Church rejected this idea, arguing that the Pope was only the leader of the Western Church and that the Patriarch of Constantinople was an equal authority in the East. Another major point of contention was the Filioque controversy. The Nicene Creed, which both churches followed, stated that the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father. However, the Western Church added the phrase, "and the Son," Filioque in Latin, without consulting the Eastern Church. This theological disagreement over the nature of the Holy Trinity created deep divisions and further strained relations between the two branches. The Eastern Church viewed this addition as a violation of the original creed, while the Western Church saw it as a necessary clarification. The tension between Rome and Constantinople escalated, with each side accusing the other of heresy and breaking church tradition. The tensions between the East and West reached their climax in 1054. Pope Leo IX sent a delegation to Constantinople, led by Cardinal Humbert, to negotiate with the Patriarch of Constantinople, Michael Cerularius. The goal was to resolve the growing disputes between the two churches. However, the talks quickly deteriorated into mutual accusations and insults. On July 16, 1054, Cardinal Humbert entered the Hagia Sophia, the great cathedral in Constantinople, and placed a bull of excommunication on the altar, declaring that the Eastern Church was in schism and separating from the Roman Catholic Church. In response, Patriarch Michael Cerularius excommunicated the Western Church, completing the formal split. This mutual excommunication symbolized the official division of the Christian Church into two distinct branches, the Roman Catholic Church in the West and the Eastern Orthodox Church in the East. Though many smaller conflicts had preceded this moment, the events of 1054 marked the official and lasting schism. The Great Schism wasn't just a theological dispute. It had profound political and cultural implications. In the centuries that followed, the divide between East and West deepened. The Crusades, particularly the Fourth Crusade in 1204, worsened relations when Western European crusaders sacked Constantinople, solidifying the animosity between the two sides. In the East, the Eastern Orthodox Church would continue to thrive, becoming deeply rooted in the cultures of Greece, Russia, and the Balkans. In the West, the Roman Catholic Church would dominate Europe and become a major political force throughout the Middle Ages. The schism still exists today, with the Roman Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church remaining separate. Efforts at reconciliation have been made over the centuries, but the divide created in 1054 continues to influence the structure and practices of Christianity globally. Despite centuries of division, there have been moments of hope and efforts at reconciliation between the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox churches. In the 20th century, leaders from both branches made significant strides toward healing the rift. Notably, in 1965, Pope Paul VI and Patriarch Athenagoras first issued simultaneous declarations lifting the mutual excommunications of 1054. While the churches remain separate to this day, there have been ongoing dialogues aimed at fostering unity and cooperation. The theological differences remain, but both sides have recognized the need for mutual respect and understanding. The Great Schism continues to be a symbol of the complexities of religious unity and division. Its legacy is a reminder of how deeply intertwined religion, culture, and politics can be, and how historical events shape the faith of millions around the world. The Great Schism of 1054 was not just a split between two branches of Christianity. It was a turning point that shaped the future of religion, politics, and culture in Europe and beyond. As we reflect on this monumental event, it reminds us of the power of ideas, the importance of dialogue, and the lasting impact of historical divides. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Great Schism, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more fascinating stories from history.